Yashoda, along with the people of Gokul, bade them a tearful goodbye. Krishna's journey to Mathura. Kansa sent Akrura to fetch Krishna and Balarama from Gokul, where Nanda banks of the Yamuna. Akrura. Suddenly he saw the figure. As their chariot approached the bank, decided to refresh himself. Figures of Krishna and Balarama emerged from the deep waters. Seeing this, he was confused and looked at the chariot where he saw the brothers sleeping. He saw a beautiful vision of Krishna in the form of Lord Vishnu sleeping on. On looking back into the river, Balarama. Akrura was overjoyed as he Sheshna. After some time, the curved body of the snake turned into the stunning form of understood that Krishna and Balarama had shown him their true forms. The honest girl, Vikram, wanted his son to marry the princess of the neighboring kingdom. He asked him to distil on his shoulders. Betal started a new story. A king disguised himself as a merchant and find out if she loved someone else. The prince went to the kingdom and stayed at an inn, but he fell ill. Daughter looked after him. The prince fell in love with her. But the innkeeper's beautiful kingdom is my friend. He wants to marry the princess. Ask her if she loves someone else. He wanted to fulfill his task. He told her, the prince of the neighboring. When the innkeeper's daughter asked the princess, she said that she didn't love anyone else. The girl came to know that the merchant was really the prince. But she told him the truth. Betal said, to marry the prince, she could have told him that the princess was in love with someone else. Vikram, did the prince marry the girl? Vikram replied, yes. Once a newlywed young man called Vinod went to his in-laws' house to pick his wife Seema, because she had been honest. Betal said, that is the right answer, but you spoke, so here I go. Venus, and bring her back to his own house. His in-laws were very superstitious. It was not a suitable time for the couple to start their married life. Refused to listen to their advice. Soon he set off for home with his wife. Vinod was adamant. He thought that he knew best, and the journey was very long and tiring. Hardly had the couple left the town, then their bullock cart broke down and said that the planet Venus, the planet of love, was not in the sky, and therefore and continued their journey on foot. And their bullocks got injured. They had no other option. Further on, some robbers attacked them and ornaments. They somehow managed to steal all their money, and Seema's precious saved their lives and escaped from the robbers. Before they reached their destination, Vinod fell very ill. Law's house with Seema and come back with her when Venus rises. Vinod realized his mistake, and they couldn't continue on their journey home. When Vinod's parents came to know what had happened, they asked him to return to his in-laws. He did as his parents told him and went back to his in-laws' house and waited there for an opportune time to come back to his own house. Krishna kills Vyomasura. Vyomasura was the son of the demon Maya. Thereafter, Vinod and Seema lived a happy married life. And wanted to steal the coward friends of Krishna. One day, while Krishna and his friends were playing in the field, he had acquired great magical powers. He had an evil. Vyomasura disguised himself as another cow who looked different from the rest. Krishna realized that something was amiss. He went up to the board and appeared before them. One by one, he started abducting Krishna's friends. Seeing his boy and grabbed his collar. Fearing an attack from Krishna, Vyomasura disappeared. Krishna grew curious. Then he spotted a coward. Vyomasura instantly changed himself into a big monster. Krishna grabbed his feet, lifted him up and threw him to the ground with full force, and killed him. Karna, who was the best friend of Duryodhana, told him about a plan. So Karna suggested that Duryodhana take the army of Hastinapur and attack Panchala and capture the Pandavas, and to get rid of the Pandavas. The Pandavas were staying in the palace of Drupada, king of Panchala. Bhishma, Drona, and Vidura condemned the plan and warned Duryodhana. Duryodhana was delighted and went to the elders of Hastinapur to seek their approval against his evil designs. Although Dhritarashtra in his heart wanted Duryodhana to be king, he had to go along with the decision. Krishna as King Rama. He was so powerful that even Indra would seek his help. Krishna and Muchukunda. Muchukunda was born to the same Ikshvaku dynasty. Once unable to bear the onslaught of the demons, the god and helped them win the battle, but in the process lost his family. Pleased at his service, came to him for protection. He became their commander. Muchukunda, who had not slept for several ages due to the prolonged, the gods allowed him to ask for any boon. Fight asked for a peaceful sleep. The gods granted his wish and he slept for many. One day, while living in Mathura, Krishna was attacked by the demon Kalavayana. He wanted to yugas, till the Dwapara Yuga when Krishna arrived. However, Krishna get rid of the demon and ran to Muchukunda's cave. The arrogant demon, thinking that he would be able to kill Krishna, also followed Mukunda with the silken robe that he was wearing. When the demon entered, he entered the cave and hid. After quickly covering the body of Muchukunda, woke up, startled. Looking around, took the sleeping Muchukunda for Krishna and tugged at the robe. Muchukund, he saw the fierce Kalavaya standing before him, ashes. Then and cast such a fiery gaze that the demon was burnt to ash. Seeing the whole cave illuminated, Krishna was pleased to see Muchukunda's devotion and asked him to seek. Covered Krishna, standing at a distance. Muchukunda fell at his feet. Krishna, he started searching for the source of the light and discovered any boon. Muchukunda asked to be able to live in service of God. Were roaming in the city of Mathura, they came Krishna and the washerman. While Krishna and Balarama came upon a washerman cleaning his clothes. Unfortunately, the washerman, who was a servant of Kansa, did not understand Krishna's word. Krishna asked him for some clothes and told him that he would be blessed for life. To King Kansa. Instead, he became very angry and said, "How dare you ask for clothes that belong to trouble in Kansa's country?" To teach him a lesson, Krishna warned the brothers that such impudent behavior could get them in his head, killing the washerman. All the other washermen saw the power of Krishna, stood that by killing their fellow washermen, God was trying to pass on the message that Krishna. They understood one should be giving, and that God showers his blessings on those who give generously. Krishna was then gifted a garment by each washerman. Breaks the bow. Krishna and Balarama arrived. Krishna, there an enormous bow was placed on a platform to display. Arrived at the venue where Kansa's famous sacrifice, the Danar Yajna, was to be held. Seeing the bow, Krishna went ahead to pick it up but was stopped by the guards. Kansa's power. Krishna then climbed on the platform, held the heavy bow in his hand. A fight followed and the guards were beaten badly and bent it. The bow broke with a thunderous sound, so loud that it even reached Kansa's ears, miles away in his chamber. The sound was the child of Devaki had finally arrived, and that his end was like a clear signal to Kansa that the eighth child was near. In desperation, Kansa even sent an army of men to capture Krishna, but was again defeated after a severe battle.